RuneScape podcast, apparently.
We should talk about that.
Our first guest is not even a RuneScaper.
No, he is. Criken is a RuneScaper.
I played RuneScape when I was a kid. Does that count?
Yeah, yes. It does. And we did the first, one of the first group Iron Men ever that was allowed.
We did. Yes, that was. I have such good memories of that. We can talk about that for 2 hours if you want.
And I brought you to the. We can. I brought you to the lava dragons. You were freaking out. There's a video of it. There's evidence of all this.
There's evidence.
Fine.
Yeah. And
you told me this safe spot, and I didn't believe it was safe because I didn't understand the logic of how you could be like behind a tree and a dragon wouldn't kill you.
Yeah, you were really confused and scared and thought I was messing with you, and I wasn't. I was looking after you. I wanted you to progress, and I felt happy for you, but you were also terrified.
You know what? You've played RuneScape Dragon Wilds, haven't you?
I have.
You're a RuneScape player, baby.
You're in.
Yeah. Any questions about RuneScape Dragon Wilds? I'm your guy. I know everything.
Didn't he? For the 25th anniversary, is that you got brought out for Dragon Wilds, right? Like that's like the category that they.
Yes. So I guess for context, I met up with these guys at the start of this year for RuneScape's 25th anniversary, where they had a bunch of creators come out and tour Jagex, and they specifically picked you to come out for different like games or different like projects. Most like the lion's share of everyone, like I want to say like 80% of people were there for old school RuneScape, and there's like 4 of us that were there for RuneScape Dragon Wilds, and I was one of those illustrious 4. And honestly, it was a great time. I kind of like being in a small group because we just got to talk to the devs the whole time, and give them. There was like
one guy talking to the dev, I think, but I remember that. There's just one guy talking, but it's cool.
There was definitely a little bit of an imbalance in the conversation, but
every time. Speaking of that trip, every time that I've ever seen Criken in person, except for maybe once in California, but most of the time, especially in the UK, of all the times I've seen him in the UK, which is a lot, he's tired. He's the most sleep deprived person I've ever met, I think. Other than Jake, that rivals Jake. Yeah, that rivals Jake, which is like saying something because you don't. I got
like 3 hours last night. How much you on, Criken?
I was on like a feverish, like probably 5, but it was like a not good 5.
It was low. Mine was terrible quality, also.
Okay,
yeah, I was overheated the entire night.
On bad sleep.
Yeah, Jake hides it really well. He'll like go a full session of doing something creative, and then he'll be like, "Yeah, I'm still up from 2 nights ago, by the way."
That's so cool.
We're just scared for him.
I don't bring it up.
That's what happened to me. Actually, at the RuneScape 25th anniversary thing, I later like discovered this may have been an actual manic episode, but I didn't know this at the time. Where after a party, it was the one party that they hosted, right? And we were all out for
the
a while drinking
one or whatever.
Yes, and it was a lot of fun. I get back to my bed and I'm like, that was so much fun. I can't wait to go to sleep and see my friends tomorrow. And I lay down, I close my eyes, and then nothing. I was not able to sleep for the entire night. It was 8 hours.
You made it sound like you died.
Yeah. and then oblivion. Yeah.
For eternity.
There was nothing.
I warped into oblivion, and there was nothing but darkness. But no, I was stuck lying awake for 8+ hours, and then eventually my alarm went off, and I was like, well, this is the one day they planned everything to happen, so I cannot like not go. And
I remember that. Yeah.
I just got up and I met up with all you guys, and I was in a different planet, like a different plane. The entirety of that day, it was like things would be said to me. They'd be processed for like half a second. I would react with the first sentence that I could think of. And then they'd just be out the ear again, and I'd forgot what I just said. And I can just tell you, I made so many friends that day. Everyone thought I was the funniest person in the world. I was like, this is amazing. I should be like this all the time. I should just not sleep. Everybody loves me. And it was like such a strange time. That was the day everyone started calling me Dragon.
Yeah. I don't remember why. I just joined in when I heard it.
There was some small conversation that happened about a dragon, and we just
it was partly because we were like in these breakout sessions for so long, and the word dragon got mentioned, I want to say like triple digits amount of times. And every time it got mentioned, it like wore down what that word meant in my brain to the point where if I heard the word dragon, I assumed someone was talking to me. And so I would like turn to look at them. And so we were just at dinner and I heard someone mention dragon across the table. And I like leaned all the way across the table, made eye contact with them, and it freaked them out. They're like, are you a dragon? Why are you looking at me? I was like, maybe I am.
Yeah, and then you went back to the hotel that night, and you literally went on I think it was Joe's stream and did D&D that same
D&D.
like, on that same amount of sleep deprivation.
Pass out.
Yeah,
it was
I
insane.
can't believe that.
I was falling asleep in D&D, but yeah.
Do we? This is now officially a podcast. Do we introduce who he is?
I don't know. Do we introduce who he is? I don't know how this works,
normally.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I guess, man.
Well, who knows the most about Criken?
Who knows? I probably know the most about Criken.
Probably me.
Well,
Probably Criken.
Criken probably knows the most about Criken, to be honest with you. But
and me potentially being the second best in that lineup.
Yeah.
But I'll let him speak for himself for now. I might have to fill in the blank on some facts, but you know,
I can speak for Criken, dude. I know this guy like the back of my hand.
All right, Jimmy, let's hear it.
All right. Criken. It's actually Criken 2, first and foremost. All right.
Little known fact.
Look him up on YouTube. You'll see a 2 after his name. Anyway,
there you have it. This guy knows me.
Anyway, let's get started.
You've literally known him for like at least 5 years. That's your introduction?
I thought
it wasn't nothing.
It wasn't nothing. It was more than you brought.
If that's how you didn't even give me a chance.
All right, dude. Okay. All right. Look, Criken is a role player. Would you call yourself that first and foremost, a role player? Is that taking front stage there?
Yeah, I'd say it by now. I think role playing is a lot of my content.
Okay. So then role player, and then I guess not so much nowadays, but you were a big, like you were a video guy. Like you did a lot of videos, and then you kind of transitioned to streaming.
That's right.
A lot.
Yeah. I started videos on YouTube back when I was like 14, and that went on for like 8 or 9 years. And then I moved to Twitch, and then that kind of has been the rest of it.
Yeah. You've definitely watched one of his videos if you've watched anything like Grand Theft Auto related.
Is that true?
Yeah, they're like, because I remember watching like one of them too. It's actually your most viewed video, the Spirit Animals one, Grand Theft Auto 5 Spirit Animals.
Is that your most viewed video? That's crazy.
It is my most viewed video, and I don't know why. It's so strange. It's like a part 3 of a series in Grand Theft Auto that just randomly like blew up. And I don't think anyone really associates with me. It's just like randomly a video that went viral. But I'll take it. Yeah.
There's a YouTuber that I've watched since I was in like 6th grade named Al Chess Breach. And it's the same thing with him. He does all Bethesda games. It's like only Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim's like back in the day for a little bit, but mostly just Fallout. His most viewed video, I think maybe like the top 2 are like the 2 or 3 videos he did of GTA 5, like of something going on wacky in there. Like those videos just blow up, and no one knows that he did those videos. Like no one remembers him for the GTA videos or anything.
And so it's like a random which one will hit. Like the fact that part 3 of this like series that was kind of disjointed to begin with
that's
was the one that went viral.
No one wants their part 3 to go viral, dude. Everyone knows that.
No, everyone fucking hates that normally.
I hate when my videos go viral.
Yeah, we fucking hate you too, by the way. That's why we invited you on.
Whoa.
Trying to fix you.
Trying to fix you, man.
Yeah, dude, one of the first conversations, by the way, sorry to interrupt you. One of the first conversations I had with this guy, I didn't realize I actually vaguely threatened him.
You did.
Yeah,
you did.
No, it wasn't on purpose. It had nothing to do with him in my mind, but like when it was restated, I was like, oh, that definitely is what it sounded like. So basically, I brought up this scenario, and this is maybe about 20 minutes into talking with this guy. At that point, in my mind, I was like, all right, we're already friends. We've been laughing for the past 20 minutes. Yeah. We already know each other, right? Like we're past the getting to know each other stage, and we have
very
a mediator
unfiltered
in the middle. It was very much
extremely unfiltered immediately.
He got me immediately unfiltered, which is
crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, it's not. I normally don't do that. Well, now I do, I guess.
What did you threaten him?
I'm getting there. Clearly, I have to build up to it.
He's got to build.
There's not that much of a build up though. It's basically I was like kind of running him through. I was like, have you ever just met somebody new and like they're like really nice. You're getting along great with them, and then like you think to yourself like I could just punch this guy right now, and then Craig is like, is that what you're thinking about me? And I was like, no, well, no, not actually. I'm actually thinking about the CEO of Jagex that I just met.
Yeah. We actually talked about this on the first episode that we ever did of this. Yeah.
And he sent us an email saying, please don't punch me. But he's being like, what's the word? Coy or whatever. This dude's huge. He would knock my shit out. He would rock me.
Oh, yeah.
He'd knock your shit out.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
North.
Yeah, North.
He's also a good-looking dude, which isn't fair, by the way.
He's a good-looking dude. I think that every time.
Yeah. Every time you see him, you think that?
It's the first thing that happens when you see someone is you notice how they look, right?
Yeah. So, but every time,
It's not crazy.
do you just like forget and you just keep remembering?
I can't help but notice that he's good looking every time I see him. Dude.
That's fair. What do you think about Criken?
I think he's a good looking dude too. But
Really?
we're talking about Mod North right now. Who like,
I thought you wanted to pick him apart. I was gonna build him up, and you were gonna tear him down. That's what you said.
Wait, what do you mean?
That's what
I
we
didn't
talked
say
about
that.
beforehand. All
I
right.
feel like you're trying to corner me.
He's being shy. He's being shy. We had a whole plan.
Oh, this is an
And
assassination. I
he's
see why
not
we're
going
on
for
here.
it. Yeah, he's not going for it.
This is like the first 20 minutes of meeting you all over again. You're just like you brought me on to threaten me more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, look, while we're here as well, like I wanted to prepare a question. I wanted to prepare a list of questions actually for when you are on. And I only came up with one, and I wouldn't even say it's that good of a question, but I'm just going to let it fire. Like I'm just going to like fire from the hip. If you had to, which celebrity would you mug at gunpoint?
It's probably one that I think I could get away with. I don't think I would mug someone that I respect too much because
I get that. You got to not like him as a person.
Yeah. I don't know many of them as people. So it has to kind of fall in this like vaguely familiar enough to know that I would get away with it. But not familiar enough that I would feel bad.
Okay.
I mean, I think I would feel
That's
bad
the
either
perfect
way.
balance, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not the type that looks forward to mugging people. So I think this would have to be like I'm going to imagine the circumstances are that.
Yeah, no, it's a mercy mugging.
It's a mercy mugging. Okay.
Yeah.
If I don't mug him, they might die.
Yeah,
It's so
exactly.
much money in their wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
It's like-
how to interpret that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't keep track of celebrities I like and don't like, so this is tough. I don't know if you think about that.
Yeah.
I don't know why the name Ellen DeGeneres is coming to my mind.
Oh, that's
You know
actually
what?
a really good one.
Very
That's a good
muggable.
answer.
I understand. She's a
Yeah.
pretty muggable person. I understand that. Not because you want harm to come to her. Of course you don't want to. This is a non-violent mugging. You just want to extract wealth from her for your own personal gain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I for some reason I was on the talk show hosts. I feel like
Jimmy Kimmel, right?
Jimmy Kimmel. That was actually that's a better answer.
He feels slightly more muggable. Yeah,
he's gonna fold for sure.
Yeah, he'll fold immediately, and then he'll talk about it, and he'll shed one tear.
I'm giving him content for a show.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a win-win.
That's a win-win. Yeah.
Do you think Jimmy Kimmel would be easier to mug than Jimmy Fallon?
I was thinking Jimmy Fallon was my answer, Jim. You can't take that one.
I think
Jimmy
Fallon
not
Fallon would
taking
be
it.
really afraid of it. Like, absolutely.
He'd just laugh. He'd like do his little fake laugh.
Jimmy's mixed
Like
up.
that.
Oh my god, no!
You
I was
get the
having
Jimmy's mixed up?
Fallon. Yeah,
You were thinking
Yeah.
Fallon too.
I was
I think
thinking
he would
Fallon.
bounce back. That's why, because I'm a good guy. I want to mug someone who's going to bounce back. I'd
Yeah,
pick
Jimmy
Fallon.
Kimmel's he's never recovering from that.
You don't think? Has he shown
No.
weakness like that that you remember?
But I just feel like he has like a lot of other stuff going for him. So like he has to have something not going for him, and this is that thing. Like this is like the
this would tilt the balance of his life.
Balance him
yeah,
out. Right.
absolutely.
He
Yeah,
would spiral.
I think if we were trying to ruin his life, and we not even intentionally, this is the way to go about it. So for that reason, I would not be the one to mug him at the very least.
I feel like
You want to pick
Wait, which
someone
one,
who's
Fallon or
too high
Kimmel?
on life.
Yeah. Wait, what? Who would I
Fallon or
mug?
Kimmel is the one you wouldn't do it.
Oh, I wouldn't go Kimmel.
so you'd go for Fallon.
No, I actually would go for someone else entirely.
You giving up on the Jimmies?
No. To be fair, I'm just understanding like where you're coming from.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I would honestly do a coin flip for the Jimmies. I feel like And we'll throw in another coin for our Jimmy too, just in
Okay.
case.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
You count as a celebrity.
Triple Jimmy mugging. Okay,
I'm not a celebrity.
I
I
like
don't count. I'm not in the category.
Yeah, as far as who I would mug,
Yeah, who would you do?
I would say, well, you're pretty famous, right?
I wouldn't. Look, I'm a E tier internet celebrity. Maybe back in the day. I'm washed though at this point.
If you're
gonna
E
mug
tier,
me.
we're like J tier, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
carry
we're
cash?
really.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation about this. How much cash do you carry normally?
Yeah,
I'd say $40 maybe.
40 bucks? Really? At most? And what is that $40 for?
I gotta buy you something with cash.
Well, yeah, I understand. But like what? What are you buying with cash?
Honestly, very little. But well, we go to like a dispensary maybe.
Okay.
Sometimes they only take cash. Or
It's
the
so
Ren
weird.
Fair.
If they don't take cash, that's a sketchy dispensary that you're going to.
Yeah.
Oh no, they definitely take cash, but they don't sometimes take card.
Or they don't take card. If they don't take card, that's weird.
Right.
At a dispensary.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
that's
on
like,
your
that
side
happens
for
a lot.
whatever that means.
yeah.
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 Does that always mean tax evasion? If you're doing that, does that always mean something sketchy? Is there any other good reason to only take cash? There probably is, right?
Yeah,
I don't
it's not
know.
a tax evasion angle. Yeah.
It could be tax evasion. It could be that the credit card companies like don't approve certain transactions. Like
Yeah, it's probably because
recreational.
like a lot of it is. I would imagine it's because people find credit cards or they steal them and then they go there and then they charge them. Yeah, it's the whole chargeback thing.
That's I think Kevin's got it. I think that's the actual answer.
So you think
He's smarter than he
dispensaries are
looks.
probably
I'll
like
give him that.
the most like.
Thank you. That was sweet of you to say.
That is very sweet of you to say. I'm glad someone said that.
I'm gonna find really mean things to say about you. I got to think about them though.
It's been 17 episodes and no one said that about him yet.
Yeah, no one has said I'm dumb yet. Looking,
Yeah. You know what? I just remembered. This
we've
is
all thought it though.
extremely off topic, kind of,
All right.
I guess. But I just remembered this. That one Pokemon that like everyone thinks is the most fuckable. The first time I ever heard
Vaporeon.
that, Vaporeon. The first time I ever heard that was from a Criken stream, and I don't remember why.
I
But
remember why.
If you remember why, can you please explain that? Because I remember it, like I only remember you being like, "Oh God," when it started playing like a text to speech thing about that Pokemon. I don't remember what happened.
So for context, I've worked with a friend of mine to develop this like companion app that I basically run while I'm streaming, where I'll sometimes have a like AI co-host character on the stream with me, and it basically listens to everything I'm saying out of my mic, and then will run through its own like commentary based on what I'm talking about.
I kind of like that.
And it'll chime in, and like we make custom TTS voices for it, where I'll do like impressions of different characters, and then that'll be distilled into like, you know, the voice of, in this case, it was Professor Oak. So we made like a shitty Professor Oak.
Fuck yeah.
And so it's like we wrote it that he's arrogant, he's like really lofty in his like descriptions of everything, and like erudite and whatever. And so it's this like bastardized version of Professor Oak. And I was playing Pokemon, and I asked him what his favorite Pokemon was. And he said, "Oh, Vaporeon. Would you like to hear a poem I wrote about Vaporeon?" And I was like, well, okay, where is this going? And he proceeds to, so the way these AIs work is they scrape, you know, Google searches for like information about something, and then use that to form their opinions. And Vaporeon famously has this like really famous copy pasta that someone made about how it is the most fuckable Pokemon. And they
Without a doubt.
They gave like an explanation for why it would actually be the best. And so this AI searched Vaporeon, found this like post, and proceeded to retrofit it into a poem. And he randomly was like referring to it as like, it's like where he would plant his glorious seed and all this like random shit that coming out of Professor Oak's mouth. And it's this like long poem, and every line just gets more worse. And I'm shrinking in my chair as it is just completely taken the reins and is running with it.
I just didn't know something was up when I saw it. When
awesome.
As soon as it said Vaporeon, and I looked in the chat, and everyone was like, "No, don't do it!" And then it did it, and I was like, "I don't know what just happened, but that's awesome." Like that was the first time I had ever seen that. I just always, every time I think of Vaporeon, I think of Criken, which I don't know what that means.
You think,
but
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's sweet. You think
Yeah.
Oak is more into fucking Pokemon or like people? Humans.
Well,
we'll go
we've
with.
tried.
good
We've
question.
asked him these questions, and he is very vehemently against the concept of laying with a Pokemon.
Except for one.
Except for one, and then he won't answer that directly. It was only in the form of a poem that he was willing to get to his true feelings.
Yeah, I like that. That's sweet. I like when someone's honest with himself.
We've tried to convince him that it's okay to eat Pokemon because in the anime they like eat Pokemon, right? Like they're cooking up Magikarp or whatever. And so we talked to him about this, and he's like, absolutely not. In a million worlds would I ever eat a precious Pokemon. Like
you actually kind of nailed that shit, at least from memory.
I've had a lot of time to talk with this.
That's solid.
Yeah.
You think that he sent Ash on his way so he could fuck Ash's mom, by the way?
We've asked him this too.
You have?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he actually in that one vaguely implied there was something going on. He like did not outright deny that there was ulterior motives to
perfect
to staying in Palatown with Ash's wife.
Yeah, and
When was the last time you pulled that guy out?
Ash's wife. 10-year-old wife.
Yeah. Weird show.
These sound like terrible questions, but every time you ask them, Criken has like a very good detailed answer to them. But to the untrained ear, they sound like god awful questions.
There's a lot of Kevins in his chat. There's a lot of Kevins in his chat.
Dude, I can ask him like normal questions.
I'm surprised. Like they
Where
are.
do you see
they
yourself
are good.
in 5 years, dude?
No,
and have you enjoyed your
ask.
career thus far?
Probably still doing this.
See, it's not that fun.
All right. So follow-up question. If you're stuck, you're chained to a fucking chair in a room, you can't move, and you get to choose either, we're going to go Ash's mom. We're going to go, definitely not Misty. No. We're going to go with, okay, definitely Ash's mom. We're going to go with a Chansey, and we're going to go with Nurse Joy. You get a little three-way with them. They're like a package deal.
Or also an option.
Yeah, or Officer Jenny. Well, Chansey could
Officer
sit,
Jenny.
Yeah, and Chansey can sit in the cuck chair if you want. That's completely fine. But it is watching at the very
Chansey's there
least.
for the aftercare. They have healing abilities. You know, it's like
Yeah. So you think that's you know what? I like what. First of all, I need you to answer that question.
Well, what is the question? You just gave me one option.
Well, okay. No. You get Ash's mom, you get Officer Jenny, or you get Nurse Joy and the
and the Chansey.
Yeah.
But I can't move. I'm in a chair. I can't move in.
Yeah. Does he get set free?
It was a trick question.
They're doing whatever they want to you.
Oh, well, that's
so this
scary.
this doesn't even need to be sexual. Like this isn't even like okay.
Yeah.
What decision does he make though? Maybe I missed that.
Which one does he? Is he having?
Best?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because how are you gonna, if you're an opportunist, how do you turn this into a good situation? You're chained to a chair. They're like, we're gonna send one of these 3 groups in. Which one do you have sent in? And you can turn it around potentially, if you wanted to, into a little bit of sex.
Into a little bit of sex. If you play your cards right.
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe.
I'm saying it's a possibility. They're all open to it in
How
this
much
scenario.
info is needed on these characters to really consider this?
There's not a lot. Yeah, this is a lot of speculative.
Yeah, because I don't know any of these characters. I don't know how fun this is. I don't know if this is like.
This is pretty fun, I would say.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. Okay,
let me get Officer Jenny for you. First and foremost, we're gonna get Officer Jenny from the OG, right?
The OG.
That's Officer Jenny.
I think I'm ruling out Officer Jenny just because I think having a police officer, there's a lot of energy.
Is that a real police officer, or is it like a cosplay thing?
No, it's like definitely like a real like police officer.
Okay.
I think the lore is she's also kind of like non-Euclidean a little bit. Like she's able to be in multiple cities at the same time.
Non-Euclidean, dude. What?
I mean,
let's get into that word.
I think non-Euclidean, that's for like liquid. So I think I got the wrong word.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, no, it was good,
fancy,
dude.
though.
Most people wouldn't have fucking like questioned that shit.
No, that's Newtonian? Euclidean.
Non-Newton. That's Oobleck. Yeah.
Yeah, Oobleck. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
And what is Euclidean?
Euclid, math fellow.
Jim, that's all you need to know. Everyone that is a party.
Why? What is this pink thing?
That's the Chansey.
What is he doing there?
Well, as
it
I
seems
said,
like an outlier.
as I
No.
said,
I think I was right.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-dimensional, breaking the rules of 3-dimensional space. So I think non-Euclidean could mean that this officer could exist in multiple towns at the same time.
yeah, good shit. No Clitty
Wow.
there. So, which one are you taking?
It's either Ash's mom or the nurse, I think.
Thank you.
But
Thank you. There was a correct answer, and you definitely chose it.
I don't know which one of the two.
And
I'm
you know
a little
what?
scared by Chansey watching because I don't really know what's up with that.
I don't know what that
Chansey
Pokemon
it's
is,
a very
man.
docile Pokemon. It's like the healing Pokemon. Its whole thing
It
is
is.
it's like a little nurse.
So it just
That's
sits
it.
there and watches?
You see that egg?
Yeah,
It
I
like
see the
eats
egg.
it normally, and then like it heals it, like in Pokemon battles.
Does it
It's
eat
like
the
soft-
egg?
I don't know. I feel like it does.
It does. There is.
So
it, does
as-
have, it does have a move called soft boiled egg.
Soft
and
boil,
that does
yes,
heal it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So here's a follow-up question, because Pokemon, they have magical healing abilities, right? You know, that's kind of like the idea.
Mhm.
Do you think STDs are a thing of the past in the Pokemon universe?
Well, I guess we don't know what. I mean, they're healing HP and they're healing status
Yeah.
effects. Actually,
Yes.
that's a good point. I mean, in the Pokemon anime, I don't think I hear them mention an STD one time, which
Yeah.
I think is a great point.
But to be fair, nobody, you can walk around. Nobody's going to talk about their STDs. It's like, it's the
Oh,
silent
it's true.
killer.
Not on camera.
Not on
Yeah.
camera,
Not on camera.
exactly.
For sure,
but
not on camera.
When's the last time you walked up to somebody and they're like, I have an STD, by the way, and you didn't plan on doing anything?
I don't think they do that. I don't think
People don't do that normally.
People don't
Yeah.
volunteer that now.
Once in my life,
So
Kevin, does that happen?
I guess it remains, there's either one of two possibilities. There is either no STDs in the Pokemon universe, or there are STDs,
Okay.
but they are healed miraculously through
Here's
the power
my
of
thinking.
Chansey.
I think the healthcare system in the Pokemon universe is going to be held like restricted to the Pokemon centers. And if you're not somehow welcomed as members of society to a point where you could walk into a Pokemon center and be healed by a Pokemon, then I think you're like shit out of luck. And so I think a lot of, I think it's probably more likely going to be an access problem. I think they probably still exist.
Really?
But I don't think they're just giving away free healthcare in the Pokemon universe.
Yeah. Even though you can
About-
catch a Chansey and get free healthcare like that.
Well, how are you going to catch it if you don't have access to like Pokeballs, or like the chances feel like they're pretty rare?
So you're saying that in the Pokemon universe, they hate broke people just as much as
Yes.
people in real life. Okay.
I think the way I feel like the anime depicted it, everything felt a little too like structured and uniform in all the cities,
Mhm.
which makes me think that there's like a government body that is like keeping everything similar enough, like keeping it according to some sort of system. And if that is the case, it likely means they are not taken care of, unless it's like a utopian society and like everyone's actually been taken care of, which, I mean, there's no evidence against, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's an interesting question, Kevin. I like that one.
They have
Yeah.
guns in
Thank
it,
you,
though.
Kevin.
There was one episode where
They did have
they were in
guns.
the Safari Zone. They had a gun and they pointed it at Ash. The guy,
Yes.
Pokemon's carrying guns?
Warfare.
no, but I'm sure there was something called the Pokemon Wars in it, and I'm pretty sure there was guns involved in that.
Yeah, there's still conflict for sure.
And, yeah, and guns exist.
Guns do exist.
Yeah, which raises the question: why do you have to battle a Pokemon? Why can't you just shoot it and then capture it and then go to a Pokemon Center?
But
Just
doesn't that
because-
injure it a lot? Isn't
Yeah,
that
but-
is that going to like ruin its powers or whatever if you
I don't know.
shoot it?
In the fucking kneecap, then I guess.
It's still shooting it, Kev. That's still that's still
I mean,
I bet
it's
that has
battling it.
existed. I bet honestly, since the Pokemon Wars, there's probably been like a bunch of laws put in place to
Yeah.
punish those that do that, right? Like
that shoot Pokemon, but people
Yeah.
do it. There's like
people do it.
Team Rocket, bro. They're literally an illegal organization. That's their whole thing. You think they haven't tried shooting Pokemon before?
I bet they've tried, and I bet they got cracked down on, and then they're like, "Oh, we got to be more whimsical than that. We can't be going straight to the gun angle. Let's just
Only when we really
steal
want
them."
the Pokemon.
Yeah, they should just pull a gun on Ash and get the Pikachu. It's that
you
easy.
You get it first try every time.
See, now this is exactly why we were nominated for one of the best RuneScape podcasts.
Yes.
Because I mean, if this doesn't show you why, I don't know what else will, because I mean,
See, the way I
here
looked
we
at
are.
it, the way I looked at it, first of all, we're not winning. But
You don't
the
think so?
way-
Very unlikely.
Yeah, very unlikely
Yeah,
that we
I
win.
think a lot of people are on the same page of like, all right, these guys are not. They're not.
Yeah.
They're
Look.
one. We went without the podcast title for a very long time.
We literally got it the week before the nomination opened.
Yeah, which was not an intentional thing. That was like
Yeah.
we were kind of just like,
Didn't
okay,
even
we need
think
to
about
figure out.
I didn't even know
yeah.
it was a category.
Yeah, I didn't know there's a category, but yeah, we made that decision. We were talking about that decision in Chicago. We were like, all right, we should probably
All
start
four of
calling
us,
this.
by the way, just so
All
you know.
four of us, including Criken.
I'm in there too.
Yeah, you were
You
also
were there.
talking with us about how we should probably start calling
Yeah.
this a podcast.
You're the one
for-
that convinced us, in fact.
yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
I do
Yeah,
remember
thank you.
the
Thank
conversation
you,
about a podcast. I didn't remember.
Yeah.
This
To be
probably
fair,
was the day
you
I
were-
was
you
had no
were-
sleep.
You were literally there for the beginning of it, by the way.
Yeah, because you're like, let's just do a podcast. Yeah.
Jimmy convinced me, and I was because that was like the 15th time. He's like, let's just do it. You know, ask me 14 times, you're gonna know. But number 15,
And it worked.
I'm warming up.
And it worked.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
warming up.
Did you start off talking about RuneScape?
Yes, we did. Kind
Yeah.
of. We talked about
Yeah.
our trip to Jagex, which counts for sure.
And we talked about Criken on it too. We
We
talked
have an
about you.
exclusive. Yeah, we did actually talk about you.
Yeah.
We have an
nice
exclusive
things?
RuneScape episode. Actually, I think it's I think there's only RuneScape. When we talked about the membership thing,
Yes,
that was like all RuneScape.
and we're open to talking about RuneScape for
Hey,
the
let's
record.
talk about RuneScape. You know, this is your guys' bread and butter. I'm the guest.
All right.
Like,
Why,
you know,
why did you quit?
Ooh, good
Why did you quit
question.
RuneScape?
Because I started playing WoW, and I was like, oh my god, this is
that's
so much
fair.
cooler.
Wow, was way better.
But
God, I miss WoW.
since have gone back to RuneScape to admire how little it's changed in some ways. You know, it's the same energy is still there from things that I enjoyed when I was a kid. I think that's really cool that it's managed to like
Yeah.
walk that line of being like the classically enjoyable thing, but also adding new stuff like sailing and like I don't know all the new stuff that's been added because I haven't played much. But
Which game has more aura in your mind?
RuneScape,
RuneScape versus World of Warcraft?
yeah, I would say RuneScape is more
agree.
aura just
I
because
agree.
it's like everyone that I know that plays RuneScape like religiously, it's always like second monitor, but they're so like locked into it and they have these like long range goals that they're like chipping away at over a long amount of time. And I think that I don't know, that experience to me is like a lot more relevant to people in like my age, like they have more like they have stuff that they want to get done, but you can do it in like a kind of more long form and like casual way. It doesn't demand your like this like FOMO kind of attitude or like, you know, that I think other games do. And I think that plays a lot better for people that are like just at the point of life that I'm in, where we're like, look, I don't want to be made to feel bad about the thing that's supposed to be making me feel good. So,
Ooh.
Yeah.
you know,
Do you think World of Warcraft does that to people? You think it
a
like
bit. There's
it does?
definitely some form of like, if you don't do this and this and this, and you'll fall behind.
oh yeah, the FOMO stuff.
There's silent judgment in WoW. Feel it all the time. Especially because everybody's quiet. Like when you're standing in like the
Oh,
main
yeah.
areas of WoW, everyone's just standing there looking at each other, you know?
Wow.
Is it different
Yeah.
in RuneScape?
I think people are more talkative.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely more
Like I'll
talkative.
give you, for instance, right now I'm on the side. I'm sitting there AFK fishing. I'm in the middle of the ocean and people are talking.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
So
No
Yeah,
one's doing
I've,
that
like,
/S in WoW.
Yeah, /S. Yeah, because I've
Yeah.
stood in the center, like
I'm
I've,
the only one
I've
that
stood
doesn't
in
understand that.
like Stormwind.
Sit with
I'm
it.
like sitting there in the mark, like basically the equivalent of World 302 Grand Exchange. And I say something out loud, like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" People don't say anything out loud above their heads. They whisper you. They private message you, say,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's up?" They don't
I-
say anything out loud. They're like too scared of that.
That's true.
Why?
I will say counterpoint. Role play servers can sometimes be a gold mine in WoW, and that's generally the ones that I play on with my friends. Is you'll find these little pockets of people. Unfortunately, most of them are whispering and just having e-sex, which is fun. But
Wow.
That's
Very
true.
sexy.
yeah.
but you will occasionally find people that are just role playing on like out loud and say, and then other people will walk into the bar and they're like, "Who's this blood elf that walked in, and then you go like, I am Celestis von Storai, and I just vanquished the Lich King. And everyone goes, oh,
Clapping.
Those are fun. That's when you do rarely encounter these little pockets of like,
I love
these
that.
emergent interactions.
Yeah.
That can be really nice. It's been a while. We actually one of my favorite things that we did in WoW was like, at this point, God, it's got to be like 8 years ago or 7 years ago, but we did this series that we called the Amish Challenge, and the premise is really it's I still think to this date like maybe the best thing that we came up with, and it was you all start new characters. It's permadeath. If they die from anything, they're gone. Delete them. And this is before Group Iron Man, by the way, just because I know you're going to ask. The premise was you can only wear and use items that you craft or someone else in your community crafts, and they can only get like the materials that were harvested by someone else in your community. So it's a guild, and we're all playing by these same rules where everyone has to go out, harvest like leather, give it to the leather guy. Leather guy makes it into shoes, gives everyone leather shoes. And that's how everyone gears up, is slowly through like this collective, Amish neighborhood, like we're all pulling together. And it was amazing because if like, let's say your leather harvesting guy dies, you're not getting any more leather. Suddenly everyone in the group that wears leather is not getting better gear. And now they're at risk of dying too. Then like, your cloth maker guy dies. Now the cloth guys aren't getting anything. And so it became this like cascading effect of like any death had this, effect on the entire like family. And we would like role play in all the cities. Other people, like the viewers, started making their own versions of this. So there were like these like cousin families of we were all pandas. So we're all these different pandas that live in the cities. I forgot to mention that. So we had like,
I was not picturing pandas.
Is this World of Warcraft still?
This is World of Warcraft. Yeah. They added pandas. It was amazing. And there was like drama where we caught one of our members accidentally wearing a shirt they didn't make. And we banished them. We literally kicked them out of the family.
Oh my
they
God.
had to wander
Over
the wastes. They tried to kill themselves by jumping off of the tallest city, but pandas have an inherent buff called bouncy, where when they hit the ground, they take half fall damage. So
oh my God.
He like flung himself waiting to die, and he bounced and didn't die, and like cursed his own life that he couldn't take it.
That's perfect.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Tragic, but beautiful.
So obviously you just did a few voices. What's like your best voice you can do? Can you do any sort of impression of anybody?
Oh, question.
Yeah, don't like that question.
You don't like that question? Why?
You don't have to do it.
You're afraid you might have to answer it?
That usually would be why someone wouldn't like a question.
I don't know. I guess it's because I don't really pick any one voice as like better than another. I guess there's some that I think are like bad, but I guess it's the ones that I can do for a long time and I don't feel like they stray, because I feel like often when I'm doing a voice and then let's say I'm talking to someone that has like a deep Southern accent, like I did like a Minnesota character like recently, and it was in Project Zomboid, which is like a zombie survival game, and it's set in like Tennessee, I think, or Kansas, I forget. I think it's Kansas, and the other characters that I was around were all doing Southern accents. And whenever I interacted with them, it was like this slow descent from Minnesota to like Southern, like, and I could not stop it. If I'm just around people with strong accents, I adopt them. And
You'll do it in real life?
I've done it in real life too. Like when I travel in like the UK, I find like certain words I start saying weird, and it's not quite like like UK, but it doesn't sound American anymore.
Yeah.
And it's never intentional, but,
has anyone ever caught you doing it? Like thought you were mocking them?
Yeah.
Really? They called you out for mocking them?
Friends.
Close friends. Okay.
Yeah, because they're hearing me do it enough that they're like, okay, something's changed with you. Why are you doing that?
What was the name of the character you played during OnlyFans? The doctor. It wasn't doctor or Professor Moo something.
Oh yeah. Mobius. I was
Professor Mobius.
Yeah, I was doing like a Morpheus guy.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good voice.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
I think I just talked like don't be hasty, like one of those. Like,
yeah, and it was awesome. It worked really well just because it was like this giant cow speaking like that, and it was awesome.
It was
I missed that.
yeah. When you're a giant cow and you're just hanging out with a bunch of bone boys that are all like hunched over and small, you definitely feel big about yourself. It was a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a skill you've had to like hone, or were you just good at it? You just
I don't think I was ever. I think I liked playing characters just in like I like imagining and playing pretend, but the actual voices stuff just came from feeling more comfortable trying something new, or playing like D&D is a huge help. I don't know if you guys played much D&D before, but when you're able to do a character and with other people who are also doing voices, then suddenly it kind of opens up this like playful, whimsical, everyone can just kind of make it work. I'm in 2 campaigns right now. One that I'm playing like a hag, like a witch, and another one where I'm playing basically Kermit the Frog.
Yes.
And so
God,
I do very different voices.
Kermit. Kev.
I do a good Kermit?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
Do you want to do a Kermit off there, Kev? You want to?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
I don't think I'll win.
Oh no, that's pretty good.
pretty good. That's pretty good. Kev.
Kermit the
I think
Frog.
it's pretty good.
I think that's pretty. It's even better than mine. I think.
Yeah, I'm Miss Picky. I really want to fuck you. You know that, right?
Very good.
Oh there, Kev.
Minnesota Kermit, dude, came out there.
I don't know. Minnesota's still stuck in there somewhere. See, the accents all kind of blend together when they're left in like the holding tank. So,
Dude, I really want to be able to get like that one will be fun.
whoa.
Dude, do
If
you
I can
remember
get
James
that.
John's Elmo? Do you
was
remember
so
that?
good, dude.
Oh my
he is
God.
the best like impressionist.
Oh my
I've-
God, it was
I've ever
ridiculous,
fucking heard.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you hear like
Different
a good
level.
impressionist, you're like, I'm fucking bad at everything I do. Like,
James John was legendary, man. Like all of his voices were just ridiculously he could go from a Kermit to an Alex Jones directly into like a girl. Like he was just like it was insane, dude. Like I don't know how he did it. I hope he's doing all right, man. I miss that guy. He has some of the funniest like Twitch clips, not even on his own channel, but like through other people's, like ever.
Yeah.
That was so fun watching him.
playing Valorant with him. It's funny. He also crashes out at every single thing he does. He always crashes
He's the
out.
only reason that everyone says, get me out right now. Like everyone, get me out. He was the
All right,
first
get me
one that
out.
brought that. Yeah, get me out. Get me out. I got mine. Get me out. I got mine. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he did a good Brimstone. Have you ever played a garbage ass game Valorant?
No,
Criken? It's good.
not once.
Yeah.
It's not good. I don't like it. I can't
Terrible
vouch
for you.
for it.
No,
Don't play it.
I like playing with friends, but it's not a good game fundamentally.
All I know about it is the whole like e-kitten like
Yeah.
thing. Is that is that real?
was a big was
Yes.
a big culture in it. Yeah.
Yes.
that-
Oh, it still is.
It still is.
Yeah, it definitely still is. There's a lot of dating going on in that game.
Is that-
Valorant?
Yeah.
Like during rounds of Valorant, there's
No,
people are
it's
dating?
like Swift plays and stuff. Like the casual stuff. That's where like
That's
because
where you
if you
find
go
them.
into competitive and like you're a woman on the mic, like you're getting shit talk because everyone's a loser. That's just the reality of it.
Is there any game immune from that? I feel like
no,
it's not a
I think
Valorant problem.
No, I think it's just like a loser problem mainly.
Well, I guess is there a game that has less of a loser population that
What game
makes
has
it
the
not-
best community?
Hello Kitty Island. Adventure.
No doubt. Oh,
Got to be
is that
incredible. Adventure.
Is that an online game? Yeah.
No, I don't know. I've never played it. I don't know. I feel like the best communities aren't going to be big. You know what I mean? Because like you get enough casual people, you start to get some little weirdos in there. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I'm in RuneScape. I'm kind of a little bit of a weirdo. Been here for a long time. So
That's the example you go for there is you play RuneScape. If you're weird, there's a lot of weirdos.
Way worse. I could have made it way worse. I was being nice.
the particular community
Trying to
Kev
impress
is
Criken
part
and it's
of.
working.
Yeah,
Is
Kevin
terrible.
plays RuneScape. What the?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You gotta quit that shit.
Yeah,
Well,
you are in the worst community in RuneScape, though, for sure.
What, PvP?
Oh yeah.
It's by
Yeah,
far the
gotta
worst
be.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Always is.
It's not even a question. Yeah,
Yeah.
it always is in every MMO.
Yeah,
The
no,
PvP one's the worst.
Yeah.
Because you're killing another person. You're,
I
you
have a
know?
question for you, Kevin. Do you?
Okay.
When was the last time you made a friend in PvP playing RuneScape?
Ooh, if you were to stop the question as when's the last time you made a friend, it's been a long time. So I don't think I have ever sat there and been like, I like this guy so much that I am going to get to know him ever
In PvP.
in PvP.
Yeah.
Really?
At best, I'm like, that guy is funny. Now let's part ways.
Yeah.
Really?
And let's have it be a positive experience. Yeah.
What is an example of another like activity in RuneScape where it has made that leap to let's get to know this guy? I think they're funny enough.
PVMing.
Woodcutting.
Woodcutting for sure.
Woodcutting, yeah. As well.
Woodcutting,
and
yeah.
basically anything else that's not PvP. And don't get me wrong, people definitely make friends through PvP. I'm just not one of them.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like PvP is like a very social thing as well. But then you get, okay, so let me give you a strong, for instance. I just found out about this, like, I think a couple days ago. There is a safe portal where people can fight. No one loses anything. No one loses gear or whatever. And people are there. Do you know what, like, ragging is? Or no?
No.
So it's basically people
they show up in
nonstop
rags?
attacking.
Oh,
No, nonstop attacking each other so they can't fight other people. They just nonstop, or it's harassment. There's people harassing each other in a safe zone where they lose nothing, and they spend their entire day doing this all day, every day. And if you log off, if you're one of the people that's there and you log off, you say you cleared that person. So.
Okay.
You cleared that.
I can
So
understand.
it's like a little mental illness is definitely, you know,
It's like the people on Twitter who go like, if you block me, I own you, or something like that.
But like, I won, you blocked me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people are awesome, man.
Those people are probably smart.
Everyone loves
Better
them.
than me.
They got those. The craziest part is those people are accountants. Like those are actual,
You think?
you know,
This is looking to get off their aggression.
yeah, they're like at work AFKing, ragging while doing people's taxes and stuff. Probably.
You think?
Very
Probably
successful
not.
people. Very successful people.
I would
yeah.
assume most of them are unemployed.
Sure, but you know, I'm just saying, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, they might have some going for
You
them.
know, maybe they have a lot of good stuff going on in life and they need an outlet, and that's their outlet. And they're just, you know, that's fine.
We don't know.
That's
We don't
fine.
know.
You know what? Like, here's the thing. I don't PK anywhere near as much as I used to, because it's like you just have to kind of deal with that type of person. Like, if you just do it for long enough. And I've dealt with that person long enough to where I'm like, you know what? If people think, like, if people want to sit there and like nonstop like attack me, I don't always need to fucking go there, type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's against the game rules now, but this is like back when it wasn't. You eventually realize it's like, I'm meant to be doing this for fun, and I'm not having it.
No.
So you could just fully leave, and it's actually okay. And contrary to popular belief, you actually won out if you're not getting harassed anymore. Maybe you can't do that thing in that place, and they'll get banned for it now, sure. But if you're not getting harassed anymore and you go do something else you enjoy, you're actually not losing at all.
Yeah. Contrary to what they scream at you, it's actually not true. Yeah, you are winning there. Definitely.
Have you ever kicked the shit out of someone, by the way? Oh, no, go ahead.
No, that's. I want to hear his answer.
Yeah. We're mainly asking you, Criken.
I've not. I've really never been in a genuine fight before, and I
Why not?
You know, I think I'm just not a very aggressive person. I think if I've been in situations where someone has like wronged me or someone I'm with, and I've like stood up for them, but it's never and it like resulted in violence. It's usually been de-escalated before then, and I've not. Or
have you ever been ready to kick the shit out of someone?
Yeah.
All right,
That's good.
That's smart.
Well, you guys don't even need to stop talking, but I will be right back.
All right. So we're going to talk about him while he's gone.
all right.
What's your least favorite thing about him? And you can say height, by the way. That's a valid answer.
I think it's that he invites me on his podcast, then he leaves halfway through.
Yes.
And like
To talk to the
rude as
two
hell,
fucking
dude.
jackasses that you kind of don't really know.
yeah, no, whatever.
We have met before, by the way, Criken.
We've met before.
Yeah, we did meet at TwitchCon, I think.
Oh,
Was it a mistake?
Was it
I
Vegas?
was It was Vegas. I was hanging out with Jimmy,
Okay, great.
and we like walked around, but we were all kind of exhausted. I remember that.
Was this at the arcade?
I'm sure there was an arcade. It's kind of
Okay.
a blur for me.
Was General Sam there?
Yes.
Okay,
General
and that
Sam was there.
That was when I met you. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious what your when you were 14, what kind of videos were you making? Like, what was your start?
Left 4 Dead.
And what else were you doing when you were 14?
Going to school, Kevin.
Okay.
Shit, what do you?
Cool.
Left 4 Dead was my first video series. Really, it was a weird story. I wasn't allowed to play games that had blood in it at that age.
Ooh.
But I was at a friend's house and they had Left 4 Dead, and I like fell in love. I was like, oh my god, this game is so cool. I need to play this. And so I ended up begging my parents and they let me rent it. And so I rented it for one weekend.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm going to make as many videos of this as I can. And so in one weekend, I grinded it out. And I basically like made, I'll wait for Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy.
What I
What's
missed?
up, Jim?
We're
Anything
gonna
awesome?
stop talking about you.
That's fine. You don't have to.
All
I could
right.
take it. I could take it.
Yeah, you
so-
you grinded out your Left 4 Dead though in one
Yeah.
week.
So I
of
rented
being-
Left 4 Dead,
Yeah.
and then I made as many videos of as I could, and I uploaded them, and they started to get views. Like they got like, I think like 10,000 views or something like that. And back then, this was like 2007. That was a big deal. And
That's
so
solid, yeah.
I like went to my parents and I'm like, look, I know I'm not allowed to play games with blood in them, but look at how many views this got. I think I'm onto something here. Can I please have this game? And they broke their rule and they said, okay, just for this once, you can play this game. And I like hit the ground running, and I was just making Left 4 Dead videos like nonstop for years. And that's really how my channel got started. And to the point where when Left 4 Dead 2 got announced, I think it was like GameSpot or something had like exclusive early like footage of it. And I didn't really know how copyright or the internet worked at that point. So
You
I was so
uploaded that
excited.
shit.
I uploaded that shit on my channel and I said, guys, look, Left 4 Dead 2 is real. Because I'm like, I'm the Left 4 Dead channel. Like, they're going to want to know. And everyone loved it. They're like, oh my God, Left 4 Dead 2 is real. And then I got a cease and desist from GameSpot. And I was like,
Perfect.
and it temporarily poofed my channel. And I had to like write to them and explain that I was a dumb like 15-year-old by now. And I had no idea how internet worked. And I was like, please give my channel back.
And they
So
did.
you leaked Left 4 Dead 2?
I leaked Left 4 Dead 2 from a website that already had exclusivity for it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, gotcha.
But
That's so fucking funny. That reminds me, in a much smaller scale, because I just made Call of Duty videos. Whenever there was trailers for like the next Call of Duty, I always just fucking downloaded it and uploaded it, thinking like people are gonna want to watch this.
yes,
I had like maybe like 500 subscribers, so I don't know what I thought was happening, but no one cared, believe it or not.
well, I think it's because partly we, at that point in time, we probably thought of our channels kind of like, you know, well, like what else was out there? There was like Facebook and there was like MySpace, where you just kind of
Just
share
talking about
things
it.
you're interested in, right? You're like, I'm just collecting a board of things that matter to me. You know, authorship didn't really matter as much at that time. It was more of like, if this is relevant to me or my audience, then they're going to want to see this. And so
Yeah,
that's
I get
what
that.
you use it like.
What I was doing though, I saw the viewership that they were getting by uploading the trailer, and I was like, well, I want to
that for
get,
yourself.
I want a piece of that pie. So I decided to steal the trailer, thinking I could have any sort of claim to it. And I actually remember they never copyright struck me, so they clearly
It's
didn't
actually
care
still
that
on your
much.
channel. You can go on your channel and
No,
watch
it's
all
not
the
on this one. It's on a channel
Call of
that
Duty
is
trailers.
no longer available.
You should just try that one time. The new
Just
Call of
try it
Duty
right
trailer,
now?
literally as soon as the next Call of Duty trailer comes out, which I don't know when that's going to be,
Yeah.
if that's soon,
Straight
but
up, just fucking upload it.
just rip it and
You can get
upload
away
it.
with it.
You think?
Yeah,
Me
would just- yeah.
specifically.
You could, yeah, it would be so out of left field. Everybody would believe that you were hacked. I think everybody on their channel gets one of those crazy freebie tests.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because everybody would just be like, yeah, he was hacked.
Jim, you got that on your Twitter.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get hacked on my Twitter, but that
Got a
one
little
I wanted to
crypto.
make sure it was gone. Yeah, because it was a crypto thing.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure that was
Always
gone.
is.
I did
Yeah.
not want to have that as my freebie.
To be fair, you did say I liked the way you addressed it, because like that people are just trying to scam crypto. You finally got it back, and you said if I'm ever gonna scam you guys, I'm gonna do it in a way funnier way than that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. They
Yeah.
did not try and make a joke with their crypto scheme.
No, they
so
didn't.
Mm.
There's
People
like-
had to have known it wasn't me. Like, come
Yeah.
on. Like, let's be real, dude. I'd be funnier about it if I
Yeah.
was trying to get your money. For sure.
Speaking of scams, can we talk about RuneScape scams and have any of you ever partaken in one? Or are you not
Kev,
allowed
go
to say?
ahead.
Is that a dangerous question?
Kev, go ahead.
Guilt.
So let's start this off. What is a RuneScape scam in your mind?
Definitely what you did.
No, let's relax.
I think convincing someone to part with something that for either a price or a trade that is not beneficial to them, but that they aren't aware of. Well, that's even maybe too generous. I think maybe a scam is more like having premeditated. I think it's a premeditated thing. It's like
Right.
you go into an interaction trying to alleviate some wealth. It's kind of back to the mugging the jimmies question. Like you're planning on alleviating someone's wealth without them realizing.
Is deception a part of
Yeah.
it?
Yes, deception's a part of
Deception's a part of it. Ooh, so if we're splitting hairs, technically, I would say that I, in my younger years, have been a part of a scam or two. Then, by that definition,
it. How would you have described it if I didn't give that definition?
so I would have used a much more rigid thing to get me out of jail free. You know what I mean? Like a rigid framework. I would have said.
You almost did give him out of jail by saying like the trade thing. The trading
Yeah.
thing almost got Kev out of there.
jail.
You almost
clean.
saved him.
Luring people in the
I noticed
PK?
you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I was luring people to PK them. That's basically it.
Yeah.
And
that's
here's
so
the
what we
thing.
did.
We talked about this last time,
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
but like
It's really funny to talk about.
I
though.
thought I was like, because I was 16 at the time. I thought I would tell people I'm a social engineer. Like I'm really I know I'm like a really good liar. I know how to get like people to like trust me and everything. And then you kind of like look back on it and you're like, I was a dumb fucking moron 16-year-old lying to 13-year-olds. Like that's
Yeah.
really all there was. I was just taking advantage as a naive child myself of other naive kids that thought that you could go into a dangerous place and somehow get money out of it. And it was really not. It wasn't like that deep. It was basically for like a very long time. All it was, you know how like you didn't trust that a tree would keep you safe. Like you didn't trust it to be like so that instinct was very good that you had that. All right. Because nobody else had that. Basically, you would put items behind trees and you would put it at a certain angle and you'd be like, you can go use the spell telegrab and you'll get it from a distance because that's what the spell does. But the way RuneScape works is if something is behind a solid object, it counts it as like an obstacle in the path, and you have to have no obstacles in between you and the item that you want to grab. So I would put it behind an obstacle that was not able to be telegrabbed through, and then people would simply just run into the wilderness and then have their animation stall them. It was like it was a very, very simple-minded thing.
Using game logic as because that's the hook. You're letting the game logic do most of the heavy lifting for you. You're simply presenting the carrot. They see the carrot. They know the carrot's real.
Yes.
And then it becomes like you're telling them how they can get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I basically
It's a kind way to put it.
Yeah. Well, like this was really not a smart thing though. There was no genius behind anything I was doing. The best equivalent I could say, let's say I brought you to a zoo, right? And I'm bringing you to the lions like display, right? You don't see any lions in this thing.
Yeah.
It's a giant cage. You don't see any lions in it though. And I'm like, dude, no way. They left the key in the gate for the lion's cage, and there's $1,000 sitting on the ground. I put it there too. I'm like,
Yeah.
you go fucking get it. Go get it, bro. Like, we could fucking split that shit. You go in there, I lock you in, and I go, oh, boys, and the lions kill you in real life.
Yeah.
So that's basically the
And then
equivalent of what I was
lions
doing.
steal your wallet.
Yeah,
actually.
and the lions, no, they just steal your wallet. That's all they're in it for.
Yeah, they hurt you really bad, maybe kill you, but they
Yeah.
are after your wallet more than anything. They don't really care
Yeah.
about.
That's basically
violent
like the
part.
equivalent of what was happening. It was,
Yeah.
you can see that there's a lion's cage in front of you. You can understand the inherent danger, but if you're 13, you're like, well, I see $1,000 on the ground. I'm going to go for it.
What sort of money would you make off these people? Like, what did they have good loot? I mean, if they're all 13-year-olds that didn't really understand the risks of what they're getting into.
I don't know. Like, it started off with like nothing, and then it became like it wasn't like, I guess there was like real world value to it, sure, but like it was just like in-game currency. It was just like the fun thing to do. Because like I very much, even to this day, have like an item hoarding problem where I really like to loot items on the ground. Because in any game I play, for the record, if I see something and I know that like there is some inherent value and I'm not just grabbing something that's effectively worthless and I won't use, I'll grab it. I'm very bad about that. And I think I've had that for a long time.
What percentage of your current bank value in RuneScape is attributable to luring that you
0%.
did?
0% since
You can
2013. Because it was swapped from RuneScape 3 to old school RuneScape, and then it was gambled all in the duel arena.
He lost all that money.
Sounds like Blizzard blundered it.
I lost it. I wiped my bank like 7 times in old school RuneScape, and that's what taught me to hate gambling.
Wow, that's awesome.
Dude.
Yeah.
That just reminded me, Jake. We have party hats now, dude.
Oh yeah, we do, dude.
We have freaking party hats on
I've
RuneScape 3
only
now.
thought about giving it back. It doesn't
Really?
feel like
I haven't.
mine at all.
I feel I'm gonna keep it
Wow, dude.
until he begs for it back.
Really?
What's
Yeah.
the story there?
I'll take it.
I have
Never
a
log in
party.
again, but I'll take it.
I have a blue party hat on
You don't
RuneScape
get
3 now. It's worth 87 billion GP, which is like 8.7 bill old school, I think. And I feel pretty nice about it.
It's arguably like the most iconic single item in all of gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Kev used to have them back in the day,
Back in
and
the
then
day.
and then we didn't.
What
did.
happened to him?
Gambled.
Mine got scammed.
Gamble.
Mine, I
You
got
got
scammed.
scammed?
It's worse than anything Kevin
Multiple.
ever did. The way I got scammed, it's
Okay.
way worse because it was the trust of friendship and betrayal,
Yeah, I didn't
which
know
is
any of
so
these
much
people.
worse. Yeah,
And they
yeah.
didn't,
Kevin
and they
never
didn't,
knew.
and they didn't know me, for the record, either.
Yeah, Kevin didn't know any of them. It was just like you
I
wrong
was just a
neighborhood,
loser
buddy.
in the game.
Yeah, mine came from a trust of friendship, and I got betrayed from a
Want to talk
person.
about it, or is it hard?
I mean, it's really not that interesting, but it was when I was in a flowering clan back in the day, and
Long
You know,
story
they did, like,
short, you plant flowers, and then it either comes up one of 3 colors, and one of like 7 colors. Like 4 of them were hot, like so like a red, yellow, orange, whatever. They were bright colors, and the other ones were like blue, purple. They were like, it's called hot and cold. So basically, they made a gambling system around that.
I see.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
the whole world ran on it back in like 2011,
Everything.
2012. Like it was all gambling.
The whole
So-
RuneScape world.
Everybody.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone
everyone
did it outside of it.
and maybe not outside of RuneScape, but yeah. I was in a gambling clan, and the big thing to do is to like show off your wealth because the more money you show you have, the more people are like, well, he won't scam this amount for some reason. That's just how people thought.
Yep.
And so my friend who was in our clan with us, who I was like talking with on TeamSpeak every day for months on end,
Yeah.
he was like, hey, can you give me your party hats, like, so I can make one of these videos for our clan? And I was like, yeah, dude, sure. And I just like handed over because I've trusted him with them before. Like it wasn't a brand new thing.
You've already given him the party hat in the past.
Yeah. Party hats even. This was like,
Wow.
This was like almost a full set. I remember I kept one on me and I gave him the rest. And he just logged off and deleted me and I never saw him again. It was gone. I remember at the time, because in the gambling world back then, like everyone's measuring the amount of gold in the game to equivalent to like how much it would be in real life, sort of thing. And I remember at the time I was 14 years old, and it was $3,500 worth of money that the guy took from me, and I was devastated, dude. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't stop thinking about $3,500. Like, I can't believe I lost that much. Like, oh my god. And then I
that was
stopped.
so much back in the day too.
I couldn't have a job. I wasn't legally allowed to have a job. That was my in if I wanted one. So I could have sold that net $3,500.
You never sold anything ever?
Oh no, I definitely sold. But
you did?
Yeah, I sold gold.
That's how I lost my party hats. I sold them, and I regret it deeply. I regret it so much. By the way,
I was like 13. I was like 13, 14.
Was it like a bad trade, or what was the just?
No, I had gotten all I ever wanted was a party hat. And it was so hard to become a DICE host in like 2010 because first of all, you needed to be trusted.
Mm-hmm.
And there was only a few positions and everybody was gambling. So it was just really hard. And I ended up, did I talk about this? I don't even know if I did. I ended up getting a spot in a hosting clan because I had a Modern Warfare 2 video that when Modern Warfare 2 came out, went viral. It got like 2 million views.
Oh, wow.
But at this point, I think Modern Warfare, I don't know when it came out, but 2010, 2011 was like later.
Yeah.
But I showed him this video and used to be able to make annotations on YouTube videos. If you remember that.
And you had to show that it was yours by making an annotation?
Well, I was like, hey, I'll advertise your extremely niche RuneScape clan on my completely unrelated Modern Warfare 2 video that's so outdated. Funny. And they were impressed by it. So they gave me a spot after I made an annotation. Then for weeks, all I did 100% of my day was host dicing until I could afford a party hat. I bought a party hat. And then when I was a freshman in college, I was like, I'm going to be too freaking cool to play RuneScape. I'm going to sell this. Sold my party hat for like $1,200. And it is the biggest regret of my life.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of your life.
Hey, that's pretty good. If that's the biggest regret of your life, I feel like there's worse ones out there.
Well, things have happened to me that other people would consider to be worse, but that one particularly hit.
That hit hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, these are great. Thank you for sharing all these stories. And I also love the dichotomy of Kevin the scammer and Jimmy the scammy, and that you guys have come together for this, this podcast.
Yeah. I used to love watching Kevin take things from people.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's the only reason I know
a lot
him.
of luring videos.
Yeah.
You would make luring videos?
That was his thing.
That was my thing, unfortunately.
Wow.
Like I told you, bro, like I was a fucking loser. Like I really was.
Not to the rest of us though, at the time.
No.
You were very cool.
Yeah.
Everyone thought you were very not
Jake's
everyone.
Exit.
And yeah, Jake's pissed off. What
if he's just done? He just never comes back.
He could.
It's like he logged out after taking the party hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it was. He got what he needed.
In a way.
I'm still thinking about that because like there's a moment in that like decision where that person is like, what is worth more? Is it
friendship or money?
Yeah, friendship or money. And like it is so brutal for it to swing that way. Like I remember I had the same thing with back in when I was like 12 and like 13, like before I started my YouTube channel, I was playing RuneScape, and that was like a whole thing with like getting your RuneScape GF, and like if you gave your RuneScape GF like an item, and then it was like for trust, and like, are you gonna leave now or are you gonna wait till you get something better? And it was like this slow build of like,
you knew they were leaving at some point.
Mine never did. They always gave it back, and I was like, wow, this must be true love, because
damn.
Yeah.
And here you are, married.
Here I am. Yeah, single,
married to those,
living alone. Didn't work out.
Because you didn't take it to the next step. You had to take one of her items.
I should have got a party hat or something. I would have done it.
Absolutely.
Speaking of living alone.
You do?
I don't live alone. No, I don't live alone.
Yeah.
I have a wife. She lives with me. She's right below me right now, actually, like one story below. She's not below my desk. She doesn't go there. So,
sorry to hear that.
Relax. Just relax, everyone. We went and saw you in California like a couple years ago for a party at Doug's. We ran into you there. And I just remember being so like just mind blown looking around, like Markiplier's standing in the corner, which was insane. And then Jack's Films comes up right next to us, starts talking to us, who I've watched since I was in like middle school.
Loved him.
Yeah, dude, he's still going strong. And there's just all these like, I remember, I think his name's Daniel Thrasher.
Yep.
I think he was
Piano guy.
Yeah, he was talking with me and flooding the whole time. And I was just thinking, I'm like, does this just happen here? Like, do you go to those types of parties? Like, is there a lot of that going on?
Honestly, yeah, more than I would have thought. There'll be like an occasional. It's only probably a couple times a year, but there'll be like a pretty big party that you'll have like this smattering of like an example is so Ross O'Donovan, who is a good friend of mine and just released his show Gameverse, had like a pilot party for that, and so we all went to that and got to see it in the theater, and then afterwards went for like the after party, and that had like so many people from like old internet. I would describe like that. It was really surreal to see people that I've grown up alongside, and we're all just kind of celebrating one of our like friends like huge culminating achievements. I got to talk to Grant Kirkhope, who did the music for Gameverse, but also did all the music for Banjo, Kazooie, and Tooie, and Donkey Kong 64, which were all my favorite games growing up. And so I got to like buy him a drink and like talk with him a bit, and it was like such an awesome full circle moment for me. I took a picture with him and sent it to like my little sister and the whole family, and I was like, I met my hero. So yeah, no, it does happen occasionally, and whenever it does, it's like a very sobering feeling. But I remember that party in particular, Jimmy, was definitely a surreal one, because I had also just gotten off a flight from Japan. I had like just arrived back on the same.
Always flying and being sleep deprived and shit. Dude.
Yes, I was sleep deprived.
We're so good at it.
Yeah, you're so good at it.
And I was walking this house, and I suddenly see like Flutton and Jimmy, and I'm like, "What the hell? Why are you guys here?
We don't even live here, man." Yeah, we drove like 3.5 hours to get there.
How were you invited from that? It was Flubby, right?
Yeah, it was not me. I was not that cool, man. It was at the time. I don't think they're together anymore, but it was Doug's girlfriend, who is friends with Flutton, invited her to come down, and we lost our only connection to Doug parties. Basically, I don't think they're together, so I won't be going to one of those unless I get invited by a new person that I.
You're looking right at him.
Well, if Criken invites me, I'll go to anything Criken invites me to.
Please invite my friends Jimmy and Flutton for the next one. Please.
Yeah,
I'll do what I can.
Have you ever seen someone at one of those parties that you're just like, they're too famous, I'm not going to talk to them? Like that's a intimidating thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like if I recognize who someone is, I don't necessarily go up and talk to them just because of that. I usually will talk to them like if I feel like I have something to add necessarily, and like, or I don't know, if it just like naturally comes up. Anyone
that you really wanted to talk to, but you couldn't think of something to say to them, like that you really wish you could have.
Probably. Oh, that's a great question. I need to think.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, Barack Obama.
Yeah, Barack Obama would definitely one of those. That's a tough one.
Hypothetically, yeah.
I think at some point it actually was also Grant Kirkhope. Earlier in my life, I was at a party with them, and I was like, "This is like that's the guy." And I was like, "But what do I say besides I'm a fan?" And they're like, "That's not good enough." And I didn't say anything, and I felt so bad about it afterwards. I was like, "I should have just gone and said something." And so this time I was like, "Fuck it, I'm a fan," and it was great. It was very, very kind.
Yeah, people often like hearing that you like them, I think.
Yeah. I think as long as you're not like intruding on something, you like pick your timing for that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It really, like, timing is really key. I have an important question for you.
Okay.
Let's say you're in a life or death situation.
Okay, here we go.
Right?
Buckle up.
Yeah, and you have to fight a large animal. You have to. You don't want to. This animal needs to fight you, and be fair about this. What's the largest animal you could take down? Don't just go like a small like bug or something. You don't gotta take down a polar bear, but like, what animal are you taking down?
I mean, is it true that cows are easily tipped, or is that a myth?
I think that's a myth. They
sleep standing up.
I don't know if they sleep.
Even if they're sleeping, they've got 4 legs, man.
Well, if I'm fighting it, I'm assuming it's not asleep. I think it would have to be a situation where I can run around it and then
That's fair.
shoulder tackle it at either an angle or a speed that it would tip over.
You're allowed to have one weapon of your choice.
I can have
changes
a gun.
everything.
I shoot it.
Okay, so maybe that was too easy. One weapon of your choice has to be a physical weapon, though. You can't.
Beer.
Beer?
I think a spear is pretty good.
A weapon from 1400 and before.
Spears were king back then. There's a reason they were king. Like
fair enough.
A mithril spear. I don't know.
Oh, RuneScape podcast. Get your votes in. All right. So, like a spear. But here's the thing. If that's what you choose, great. But I feel like you could do better than a cow then at that point. Right?
What can you not take down with a spear?
Yeah.
Bear.
You could take down like a T-Rex with a spear potentially.
Okay, maybe if it's Arc and you're like fully leveled, and this is like a level 3 T-Rex. I mean,
no, this is real life.
Oh, real life. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I saw some recently. They started putting fur on T-Rexes. They decided that they have fur now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Everything's
cool.
got fur now.
Yeah.
Take me back to the day when everything was a lizard. Now everything's got fur.
Yeah, I thought that they didn't have fur.
I know. I'm gonna go ahead and say
Sorry,
it.
I interrupted that, but
Less things should have
No,
fur.
you're completely fine.
I was thinking about that really hard.
Yeah. So
I'm having a hard time scaling between a cow and a bear. I feel like what is in the middle there?
So you don't think? Let's say
Horse.
this is
Terms of danger.
yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
I feel as though a spear, like you could really take down a bear with that shit. I feel like you really
think
could.
you take down a bear.
Okay, we'll make it
With
a
a
modern
spear?
spear. A modern spear, even.
1v1 a bear with
Modern.
a spear.
Yeah.
You miss once, you're dead. Like the bear wins.
Don't miss.
Even if you have a direct
it runs
hit,
right
it-
at you.
you
They
still
don't
might
kill
lose.
you out. They're not that smart.
Okay, they run at you. They hit the spear and they keep going. Like you're not going to stop a bear that's charging.
Okay, think about how cool it is. Like anime, you're sitting there like this.
Cool.
Oh, you
You're
dig
sitting there like
you
this.
dig your feet in.
You slide back. Yeah, you slide back like you dig your feet in. You go sliding back. Whole town claps for you. All the wenches
town's there.
you can have.
And
Wow.
the town's watching also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know the town
It's
was
happening in the
watching.
center, like it's high noon. It's a
Yeah.
standoff, and it's with
It's
a bear and a
off,
spear,
and you win
It's
the
a
bear off.
Yeah.
Okay, so
My friends have had a hypothetical for years about whether or not, and if you can take down an eagle, let's say you're fighting an eagle.
That's a tough one.
I think that's a tough one too. One of my friends swears by it. He's like, they got hollow bones. If I get my hands on that thing, it's dead.
I can agree with that because like even if it's like a 50-pound thing, like I will fuck up anything that's 50 pounds, even if it. But like if it's like a cat or something. Well, actually, a cat's fucking scary. But most things that are 50 pounds, like you can beat. But the eagle, it has first of all,
crazy.
It's a predator. It's whole snake.
Sorry. 50-pound snake, dude. Venomous 50-pounder.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, sword. Next question.
Okay. In this case, you don't have a weapon. It's just you,
No
bare
weapon.
hands against an eagle.
My hands against an eagle.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the wide open.
Yeah.
Damn. You know,
What eagle is
I don't
this?
know if I agree with your friend. I'm not saying I die, but I'm not like I get fucked
You're not
up by
winning.
that eagle. Yeah.
What
Definitely.
eagle is 50 pounds, by the way?
How much does a
eagles
bird
are
weigh,
that
dude? I couldn't tell you how much one bird weighs. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's true.
The
One
biggest,
bird's like 2 pounds.
the biggest
I'm gonna look
bald
it up.
eagle is 14 pounds, which is heavy for a bird.
I'm killing it. But
I
respectfully.
love how you overestimated the weight of an eagle by near 5 times.
I just like I don't know, man. I don't see an eagle winning
I'm
against
going-
me.
Crazy.
Look, if I'm getting into a fight with an eagle, I'm getting in a fight with the king of the eagles.
Okay.
California condor.
When I was a kid, a bird attempted to abduct me.
Really?
Did
Yeah.
you deserve it?
No, of course not. I deserve to be abducted and eaten by birds. What the fuck? I was
They
a
don't
child.
eat you. They do some other shit.
I was wearing a bike helmet, and it was diving over my head and like scraping its claws into the helmet.
Damn, dude, that would have
That's
stuck
Actually
me up.
really scary. I don't know why I'm laughing.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
insane.
Wow.
That's
If that's not
scary as
an
shit.
advertisement for a helmet company, dude, I don't know what
Yeah.
is.
God, I was
That's
wearing a
crazy.
helmet, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
it was trying to pick me up.
Would it
Like,
have?
you know,
Probably not. How
don't think-
heavy were you?
How much does like a 9-year-old weigh?
I don't know.
50 pounds.
Yeah.
50? I don't know. Probably
50 out there.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Were you a fat 9-year-old?
No, I was pretty lean actually.
I could see 50 pounds is pretty solid. I would say that. Yeah, 50 pounds.
I mean,
How
I've
much?
seen pictures of.
You don't want to Google
carrying
this.
gear.
Average weight for a 9-year-old
kid
child
weigh?
is
That's gotta be
63
normal.
to 64 pounds.
How much does a 9-year-old kid weigh?
It's about 50.
There's parents Googling this exact thing every day of their life, dude.
Yeah.
I think we're fine.
Yeah, but you didn't like let Google know with a bunch of like preterms. You weren't like, did my baby do this, and then did my toddler do this? You're doing this out of the blue. Like you got to be hitting some sort of like
it's
standard.
very
somewhere.
obvious. My previous searches within the minutes before, were what is the size of a bald eagle, and then what is the size of a California condor, and then how much does
Yeah,
a
the
9-year-old
police see that and they know
weigh
you're
on
doing
average?
child snatching via bald eagle.
Yeah.
I'm
And you're,
breaking
you're,
eagles.
determining your range.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's crazy.
Can a bald eagle pick up 50 pounds?
I think so.
I actually think they can. I think they're pretty strong.
I will look up how much they can pick
I
up.
swear there's a video of an eagle carrying a deer.
Yes,
Or a
I've
goat.
seen that.
Yeah. I've heard
Pound
goat.
for
Yeah,
pound,
something like that, yeah.
are they like the strongest animals, dude? Like 14 fucking pounds, and that's like the most. And they're carrying
Ants.
something
Ants,
3 times.
yeah.
Ants.
Okay,
Ants.
ants are fugly little
Ants.
creatures. We're not talking about
We don't
them.
count them.
We don't count them. I'm
I
talking
refuse to
real
talk about
fucking.
ants.
Yeah, no, I'm talking like real fucking cool shit, dude. If I could smush you with 1 foot, if I can end your entire line with a little bit of water and a foot, then you're not dangerous to me. Fire ants are though, but we're not talking about them for now. We're talking about normal ants.
Talking about ants.
Talking about ants. No, we're not talking about ants anymore.
It
Now
sounds like we're talking about ants now.
We're back to the eagle.
Okay.
You know,
back
you
to
want to
the
talk about ants? Bugs Life. Which is the most fuckable ant in your mind?
I don't remember them. I don't
Yeah,
think about them
right.
much.
We all have a fucking
Was
ants
that-
right off the top of our
Was that
head.
Soup's question in a prop hunt video? I think.
Maybe
Oh, that
actually.
does ring a bell. Yeah.
Yes.
I think that the last prop hunt video he asked that exact thing, and you talked about it for like 10 minutes, and I had to like
Bug
cut the
life.
audio out a lot. I had to cut a lot of the audio out. Actually,
Yeah, that's on you.
it's on me. That is my fault. Yeah, you're right.
Let me look
about
up
that.
Bugs Life cast.
You don't have to. We can look up something else.
Oh, we don't have to force this.
Oh, Kevin
No, we definitely
Spacey was in it. And he was Hopper.
That's awesome. Criken, have you ever followed like a sport of any kind, any team?
Not super much, but
Well, that's perfect.
yeah.
Mm.
I liked tennis growing up. I watched tennis. I liked
Tennis. Okay.
Roger Federer was my favorite. So
What
Oh, the
sport do you
tennis
think is
guy.
the most
The tennis guy.
unwatchable?
But yeah, what's the most unwatchable sport?
I'm not huge on baseball.
Okay.
That's very watchable, though. You have to admit that.
Is
So
it very
what's he
watchable?
saying? It's not. Is what he's saying.
No,
Yeah.
but like you have to admit. Okay, I guess it's from your perspective, but be a little fair about your critiquing.
You're right. I'm so sorry for being wrong. Other than that, I don't know. I've tried watching soccer. I've enjoyed soccer a little bit more as I've gotten older. I think when I was younger, I really didn't like it. Probably because I was made to play soccer. I don't know if you guys had this growing up, but my parents were like, you got to play team sport. Like team sports is everything.
Yeah.
And so they signed me up for the soccer league and I hated it. And every day or every week when I had to play, I was like so resistant to it. And whenever I was on the field, I would just like half-heartedly run towards the ball and never really did anything. And they're like, oh, like, I bet he would be so good if we just like tried. And then one day, I think it was like the last day of the season or something. They're like, all right, this is the last big game. Like, please just try. And I was like, I looked at them dead in the eyes and I said, this is my last day of soccer. I'm quitting after today. And they were like, okay. And then I got out there and I played my fucking heart out. I was all over the ball. I just like, I fully committed and I was killing it. And they were like, oh. And then I was like all over the place and I was doing so well. And then I got off the field. I was exhausted. I looked at them and I was like, never again. And I stopped playing. I hung up my jersey.
Wow.
But it felt really cool to do that.
Damn, you could have been an all-star.
I know.
Is what you're saying. You could have been playing recently this last month.
That's the good thing about going out strong. If you like fully commit, lay it all out, and just treat every game as like your last game, then I guess that's how like pros are made. But for me, I didn't like the sport, so I was like, I'll do it one time.
Think there's any talent scouts there at the time?
They were approaching your parents
in the 5-year-old soccer game.
Like, your child is amazing. Your child's amazing, by the way, and not for the reason you think. I think.
Yeah, dude, that's what they said.
Yeah.
I asked this because I brought this up to Jake last week. Actually, I'm really into this. Basically, I got the urge recently. It's been a really long time since I've had a team that I was like really into following, like a fanatic of. Like, I don't know, maybe like when I was 14, 15, I was like really keeping up with the Flyers because like my whole family is Philadelphia and I was super into hockey. And I tried a little bit in college, but I never like fully committed to it. And I was thinking, I remember I had a friend, one of my best friends growing up named Spencer. And I remember one time he just got into soccer out of fucking nowhere, like nowhere, nothing to influence this. And he picked a team. He picked Arsenal, which I don't even know what league that is, but it's a big team in soccer world. And he picked it and he became like the fucking Arsenal fan out of nowhere. Just now that's his thing. And it was. And I think he probably still to this day, like over a decade and a half later, still keeps up with them. And I was like, what if we picked a random sport, random team, and we forced ourselves to become fanatics and we never missed a game. We kept up with all the stupid trading and we faked it till we actually we convinced ourselves we were fanatics of that team. And I really want to do that. Like, I really want to pick a team somewhere. I don't know what sport yet. Maybe hockey, because it's the most exciting one to watch by far. I'm biased there, but it is the most exciting. You have a
favorite team, though.
I do, but I'm willing to pick a random team as long as it's not like the New York Rangers or something. I'm willing to pick a random team to like follow harder than I've ever followed the Flyers. Like,
I want it to be truly random.
Yeah, I do too. I want it to be someone that I've never even like really glanced at. Like that we can all suddenly get into at the same level of knowledge, and just like everybody and people that are watching this could fucking tune in, and it could that could be a part of this every week. And Criken now as well. We're signing him up as well for this.
I guess I'm a fan of the
thing we decide. Yeah.
I like this because for so long I've been like, yeah, I don't really follow sports. And I've been a little elitist about it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Like, look at all these people. They're so loyal to this team. They don't even really care about it, you know?
Yeah.
But so many people are so into sports. There's something there.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I haven't given a fair chance.
Yeah. No, I want to become a fanatic of something.
Yeah.
I think it's the ritual of it. I think having this like regular thing you can tune in and be invested in, and then pass that excitement on to either like loved ones or kids or best friends, and then this becomes like and strangers. Yeah, you go to a bar and you're like, hey, you're wearing the jersey of the thing I like. Now we're friends. Like it's an easy way of
just believe that. By the way, that blows my mind that people like are able to do that. I'm like, cool thing I like, but I'm never approaching that person. You know what I mean?
You don't have to. It's like, so for like Eagles and stuff. Yeah, a couple beers in for sure. You're going up to them. But like,
jersey, that's your admission ticket into the cult.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be part of that.
Yeah.
I like it, Jim.
It is cool. It's definitely a smart thing about how sports, I think, has stayed as like culturally relevant, is the ritual and like the, especially as we all grow more distant because of technology and like just the world at the direction it's all heading, having a thing that you can wear and go to a place and have someone come up to you and be like, so how about the game last night? Like, is like it's a free ticket to a social interaction and to, maybe a connection that you wouldn't have had otherwise.
Yeah.
Which I think probably people are subconsciously doing without realizing like what that means to them or why they're doing it,
It's also a shared hatred. You find the rivals and you get to hate things together, which really has historically brought people together like a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. People love a common enemy.
Yeah. And if
look at
we
Lord,
make
Lord Farquaad, most people still hate him.
most
Never
people
remember
do.
why.
Yeah, but we know he's not good, and we know we should hate him.
Mm.
That's the good guy side is the one that he's not on. Like,
Yep.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I would love to hate some team for the only reason of we all hate him together. All not
100%,
him, them. Yeah. I
have like no hatred in my life right now.
we need to get it out somehow, dude.
Come on.
We gotta channel our energy to something.
Bullshit.
I think I would rather. I think if I'm having a preference here, I would say either NBA or NHL is what I would like, because those are the most fun
NHL is
sports.
way easier for me. Like, I'd be lying to myself if I go NBA. And I know a lot of people care, but like,
Yeah.
you ever do that whole thing where you're like, I don't care about this thing. How do so many people care about it? Like, it must not be that popular. And over time, you just kind of convince yourself that's true until you look into it. And you're like, oh, I'm actually way off the mark.
Sure, yeah.
No,
probably
that's never been a thing.
I think you'd have to describe it one more time, because I was thinking about teams in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
All
I also ignored that question.
All right, very good. So we just
right.
all right. Well, I don't think that could be a standard that you just kind of only hear me
I
talking.
didn't mean
and
to
kinda
do
go,
that.
yeah.
I was just really into my
All
thought.
right.
dude.
Well,
Yeah.
so basically for the NBA,
NBA.
I like playing basketball, but I've never cared to watch it. I just don't care. And
Okay.
in my head, I'm like, well, because I don't care. And I'm like the average person in my mind.
Yeah.
The average person probably doesn't care. And then over years, you're like, oh yeah, no one watches the NBA, and you just kind of like build up this narrative that like, nobody's watching this type of thing, and then like eventually you look into it and you get horribly proven wrong.
Oh
Like,
yeah, dude.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't watch a lot of I haven't kept up with anything NBA in years and years, like since I was in college, and even then it wasn't a lot. And I just started for some reason getting recommended like all these sports documentaries. There's like all these sports channels on YouTube, just like video essays about different things. And I was just watching so many about the recent NBA finals and the New York Knicks, which I've never even thought about the Knicks in my free time, even once. And I'm sitting here watching all these video essays, and I'm like, that is gotta be the coolest feeling to be a New York Knicks fan for fucking 40 years and going through what they just went this year. It's probably the most exciting year of their life, no matter who they are, where they are, if they're a follower of the Knicks. And you only got to experience that if you were following them for years, like, and you were cheering them on. I'm like, we need something like that. We gotta have something to look forward to like that. Even if it takes a decade of struggling, 2 decades of struggling, that's what it's all about. We could start now.
It's a lot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's an experiment.
Yeah.
To see, like, will we actually get interested in it?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's one of those things where you have to fake it for a little bit. We gotta force ourselves into it, I think, is what the biggest hurdle here is. Because I think it's one of those things where it's something we've not really done.
What sport is in season right now? What's playing right now?
I don't know. I mean, it could be it could be easier than ever if it's not in season right now, because then it's easier. Then we're just looking at trades. We're looking at like things that they're doing before the season even starts. So I feel like that's another angle here. I want to know what people are thinking too. Like, I don't want to decide today, right now, but next week, I want to see what people say if they have suggestions of like a team that would be worth following. That's not in the best spot. They're not fucking great. They're like, you don't want to
bandwagon. This seems like you want to get in the ground level on something.
Yeah. We want to hop into something that's gonna, test our dedication.
And I don't care about any of this, for the record.
Well, what the fuck? You're part of this.
You're not going to get into this?
No, I'm not getting into this. I have a child.
Why?
I have other things to do.
What do you mean? Every sport person has a child, dude.
Yeah, I know, but like I can't have too many things.
What else you got
Drop
going on?
something else.
Well,
Yeah, what's
my current thing? I mean, I am fishing right now. Thank you. My current thing, I'm wondering, where's that door go? Where's that door lead?
Which
the
door?
Criken. I'm looking at a door right now.
This ominous kind of empty space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
that answer your question?
That's not very
Kev?
satisfying. Okay,
So
what about
now-
the door next to it? There's 2 doors here. There's a doorway and a door.
Which one do you pick?
Which one do I pick? See, I've played this game so many times. You would think I'm gonna pick the one on the left because it looks safer. You're wrong. You go with the one that's more dangerous looking, and it's always like, you walk into a lush field. You are safe here. It's always like one of those. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Ah, yes. Well, one
Yeah.
of these is in fact a curtain. So that would be the wrong answer.
That'd be a window.
You'd walk right
Are you
into
on
a
the
window.
second floor?
Mm-hmm.
That's a leg break and a half right there.
Yeah.
But
Good job.
it's the choice I made. What's the one that's got to be a closet then on the left, right?
That's right. That's a closet with a bunch of costume stuff.
What's your favorite costume in there?
I wear a lot of like peasant clothes. I think ever since I went to like the Ren Fair, like the first time, I was like,
Nice,
wait, this is for me. And I bought a bunch of peasant clothes.
And it's not for sex.
No, I'd have to be getting sex for that.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, Kev.
Okay, but are you
be
saving
silly.
it because you're like, oh well, eventually,
yeah.
I know this could turn into sex.
Right. And then I can say, milady, do you need help plowing your fields? Or,
She'll get it.
Yeah.
She'll
And
understand.
know
She'll
what that
get it.
means. Yeah.
Especially if you're dressed
She'll
like that
know what that
before.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Context will help.
Or you'll get arrested.
Context will help.
So now that you got those questions out of the way, Kev, how about now?
How about now? What?
You got room now that you've got the answers to those things that are not.
No, if anything, I've strayed further and further from the idea of what you're saying.
All right. So here's the thing. Me and Jake are going to do this, and we're going to make you feel so left out that you're going to be forced to get interested. Like we're going to actually
Look, if
gaslight
this is
you
your way of
into
phasing
loving
me
it.
out, it's gonna work. I want you to know that right now,
Dude,
It's
look.
gonna work.
Why don't you want this bond with us, dude? Just tell me. Why don't you
I
want to
feel,
bond
I
over
feel
a
like I
team?
share a lot of great bonds with you in other ways, and I just don't need to share this one as well.
There's got to be some other shit you can drop, dude. Is everything on your plate important right now? Got to eat everything on your plate?
All right, so we got this podcast, we got my job, we got my marriage, and then we got my child.
Okay, that's 4 things, dude.
That's four. Those are the 4
You got
things that
5
take up my
fingers?
life.
You got 5
buddy.
fingers.
5
Everyone knows that.
fingers. All right, eating.
Sports.
I eat every
What?
day.
No.
It's a
It's not
pillar.
even sports. Let's make it. It's not just sports. Now, keep in mind, Kev. Some people with your exact situation, some have more on their plate, and they're following all sports for all
Yeah,
teams.
and that's great
We're
for
asking-
them.
We're asking for one team. You don't even need to know what's going on with the rest of the sport. Just one team, dude. It could be as easy as having when you open your internet, you just get their homepage and see if something's happening that day.
Ooh, I just don't care. I just really don't care about that.
That's the point, is that we don't care.
That's the point, is we don't care right now. We have to force this so that we become fanatics of something over time. We trick our brains into doing
I'm
this.
just gonna be so for real. Like whenever Settled and Stefan start talking about basketball, static plays in my head. It's gonna be the exact same thing for this situation.
Dude, this is the chance to turn that static into something beautiful and art
No,
piece.
it's not gonna work.
It's a
Criken, back
noise.
me up here.
I'm kind of on Kev's side. I just have never found anything that I've wanted to accept more, like, because more commitment in my schedule, and my time, and my heart to another thing I have to care about as much as all the things that I,
Dude, people love acting like they don't have 10 minutes. They love it.
It's not 10 minutes,
they
though.
love it
It's
so
like,
much.
It's like a 2-hour game. It's like,
You don't have to watch the whole game.
No.
You're also
We're
saying
talking scores and info. You know what I mean?
You're also saying I need you. So I understand that I have zero idea what's going on in your head, but I still am going to assume your time for you. That's basically what you're saying about Criken's and mine's time. What if we got a lot of important thoughts and shit, and like this is the thing that ruins everything else for us? Because you got
maybe this is the
you got to
balance,
strike
dude.
a balance. And here's what I'm saying. Like, again, we got my job, we got this podcast, we got my wife in my marriage, we got my child, we got eating, we got food. All right. These are the 5 things I can do. If you want me to be, well, you know what? I don't think about that. That's kind of like, it's part of
I
food.
feel like you should, on your other hand, maybe you should
That's
put
part
another
of
finger
food.
up.
it's cultural
part of
food.
Cultural food. Yeah. That's like nourishment for the soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm just telling you right now. Look, you might have bested me at my own game here, Jake.
So you don't want to replace something that you could be liking a lot with something that you just got done telling
You're
us.
deciding that I like it. You're deciding
Not
that I'm
yet.
going to like it. I'm telling you.
all
I'm
of us
telling
are.
you. Okay,
It's the game plan.
okay. I understand. You're saying, look, you need to try this new delicious dish, and you might not like it at first, but you're gonna grow to love it. That's what
Acquired taste, yeah.
Yes, that's what you're saying to me from your perspective. From my perspective, you're saying, here's this dish of poop. If you eat it every day, you'll eventually love it. I'm saying I don't want to eat the poop every day. I just don't want to. It's never going to be part of my appetite ever. And maybe you will acquire, in my mind, the taste for said poop. I'm never going to, and that's going to be okay. You guys are going to grow your friendship to new levels over this new team thing, and I'm going to be sitting there on the sidelines rooting, cheering you on, being like, I'm so glad their friendship's getting closer. Mine doesn't need to get closer though. It's at a very good level. I'm willing to go and grow it in other ways. It's just not through this poop dish that you're presenting to me right now.
We grew together through a lot of different poop dishes, though. I just want to point that out.
Everything's
yes,
been
I know, but
poop.
so
a lot of bonds that we've had.
If you eat enough shit in life, eventually you don't want to eat more.
But what beautiful things can come from eating it, though, is what I'm saying.
Well, yes, but okay. I bet I could be very talented in guitar, and I'm left-handed, so it's going to take me a long time, 5-10 years. I bet I could get very good at it. But my brain is never going to allow me to connect those dots, right?
I feel like it's a little different.
No, it's not. It's not. Okay. If there's no passion for something, I cannot fake until I make it. I have to have a base level of passion for something, and then it's got to sustain itself all the way through, it for me, through the activity over the course of months or years. And clearly half the people on this call do not think the way you guys are thinking.
I do think there definitely is like a motivator that is needed. And it's fine if the motivator is like, it's a fun thing to do. It's another way to bond. But it's also like, if the activity itself isn't interesting to the person, then that's like a bigger hill to climb,
Yeah. See,
but the thing with sports, though, this is my observation that a lot more
palatable for them, by the way. Thank you.
Just because I'm the guest, I get privileges.
Yeah.
It seems to me, though, because so much of the world is interested in sports, it seems to me that it's not actually the content of the sports game that people really care about.
It's the community.
That's what I'm saying here.
Yeah, I get that.
So
and
I go to a football
I don't even
party.
want the community aspect of it.
All right. Well, the point is okay, whatever you say. But so many people are into this thing. There's something there, Kev.
Okay.
And we want to go in and investigate and see why. And I don't think you actually need passion for the thing, because go to a football party and everyone's like, yeah, we love football. And then nobody watches the game. Everyone's just hanging out. And then there's one guy who's not very social who's actually watching it. And then he's like, look, something happened. And everybody's like, oh, shit. And everyone screams. And then they go back to eating dip.
Yep.
Okay.
I do think there is something there. That's a good point, that the investigative nature of it is a good angle to kind of look at it through, because then you're going in trying to learn something, and it's not just let's fill our time with an additional, sink in our lives, which I think is partly what I and Kevin are both kind of resistant to.
Yep.
But, going at it to try to answer a question or to like expand your horizon in a way with a specific kind of goal in mind, that's a bit more palatable, because then you're going at it with like, there is an end point. Once you've experienced like the fandom, then you can maybe walk it back and be like, I get it now. But, and
then you can decide. You can hit that fork in the road. Do I want to continue, or have I seen enough?
Let's put it like this. Jake, what did you learn in elementary school? What's one of the most important life lessons that you've learned?
In elementary school?
Sharing.
Sharing's good. Yeah.
Is that a good one? Yeah.
Okay. At any point in time, did you learn to be true to yourself and to be unique and to not just follow the crowd on something? Ever? Was that ever taught in your school?
No, it was beaten out of me.
It was beaten out of you.
Yeah, I think it was. No. Well, maybe a little, but I think I was unique.
Yeah.
And I learned that unique kids are not cool. They're outcasts.
Yeah, for a while, and then they become the fucking weirdos that are actually not weird anymore, and they have a lot of money.
Way later.
Yes, absolutely, way later. But you just kind of suffer through it like the little dork you are, and then people end up liking you in the end. People like the unique ones, just not right away. It's kind of like watching
Very delayed.
You know, it's kind of like watching like a pastry get made. You're like, that looks fucking disgusting. It looks like there's no color to it. It's flat. If I were to eat this, I'd get sick. But you got to let it bake over time and become a beautiful croissant. Okay.
I liked that with the way you said that.
Yeah.
I like when you say things like that.
You said it correctly. Yeah.
I really did. So my point being is, if an entire nation of people do something in one way, that does not mean that they're correct. Case in point, Germany, 1939.
Okay, here we go.
They had a lot of things they were doing wrong, but a lot of them collectively agreed on doing one thing.
And what pastry were they baking?
What pastry?
Yeah.
Bavarian creams, probably.
Yeah, I would say that they were making kind of like a quiche or something. You know, something very much like that's not in the forefront of my mind. And then you taste it, you're like, they put some ingredients in this wrong. You know, they were going off the menu for this one. They call it a quiche, but it's really just like a poopy pie.
Oh.
So, yeah. So my point, it doesn't matter.
What is your point?
It doesn't matter
where are we
if
at?
everyone is doing something and and there's a sense of community there. If I'm able to sit there and see the problem with it, then I can object to that problem. Man, now maybe that was a little bit of an extreme example, but it makes the point very clear that I don't agree with anything they did in 1939, and I don't agree with anything that you're doing right now with this team sports
We
thing.
haven't even started.
Wow.
We haven't even started yet.
Yeah,
That's a strong indictment of
All right.
watching sports with your friends.
Yeah, that's crazy. No one's ever put up that much resistance to watching a sport with their friends.
Yeah.
That was a completely unfair analogy you just made in multiple ways.
Yeah.
But
it's okay. You're trivializing it, but what I'm trying to say here,
weren't
yeah, it worked. It definitely did work. You got my point. I'm trying to say, I'm not willing to invest a heavy amount of time, but I'm willing to eventually be worn down like sand on a beach, like rocks turning into sand over the course of many, many years. If you're still talking about this garbage team in 3 years, you have piqued my interest, whatever team you're going to pick.
Well, how does this work now with the analogy back to 1939 Germany?
I keep imagining him as a German citizen.
You put a strong line
By
in the sand. Now you're
1943, you fellas are still at this?
How long does it take?
Take a glance back.
How long does it take for the ocean to turn a rock into sand? It takes thousands to millions of years. All right. So what I'm trying to say is,
your time scale's moving very rapidly.
No, over the course of thousands of years, that the ideology of what happened back then has eroded. It's gone. It's nothing but fragments. It's nothing but sand at this fragments of rock. So, you know, really, if you think of it.
What are you fucking talking about, dude?
Okay, I think you're comparing 1939 Germany to that. The significance of that over thousands of years will be eroded, just like your willingness to watch sports will be eroded over 3 years if it's still going on. So is that the comparison?
You know,
But there's also a thing where he becomes interested again once it's eroded.
Yes. I really, I'm saying you break down the Germany of 1939 and eventually they become the Germany of 2026. They're like, you know, doing things a lot better than they used to be.
Been thousands of years.
Well, you know, but it's a theoretical thousands of years. You know what I mean?
I didn't realize we were talking about a theoretical thousands of years.
Yes, it's theoretical. It's
my fault.
It's the passage of time. But I
And
respect,
do you know why?
by the way,
Do you know why they've become this?
What?
Because our team said, "Fuck you guys, we hate you, and you're gonna think a different way." And then we made them, and our team won, and we celebrate it still to this day. We celebrate that.
What do you mean? You're talking about America?
Yeah, I'm talking about America.
So you're okay. Wait, hold on. Did you just say that you would be a sympathizer if they had won?
I don't think he said that.
Not at all.
No,
that's what I heard.
That wasn't
That's
implied.
crazy that you hear things that way.
Such different pages that it's
Okay, yeah.
mind-boggling.
Well, look, all I'm gonna say, Criken, I appreciate you, being able to sit there and really
trying to mediate best.
Yeah,
I
no,
can.
I like the attempts to kind of break down, cut through the noise of what I'm saying, and really hone in on it. So I appreciate it for that. I definitely appreciate it for that. That was very cool of you to take what I'm saying and then follow it for as long as you did. Very nice.
My best.
I'm waiting for you to say "but" when you're saying this for some reason. I don't know why.
There is no but.
Okay.
However.
However.
I'm kidding.
All right.
No, but for real, I'm not going to ever enjoy what happened in 1939 with Germany. It's just like I'm not going to enjoy what happens with that, whatever this team is. But I like the prospect of what it can become with enough time once ideologies have broken down.
Well, what does that mean for 1939 Germany then?
Why are you talking about
the analogy is not going both ways.
Yeah.
No, okay, they're gone, right?
Yes.
1945, significant changes, right?
Yeah.
And then over the course of like the next 30 to 40 years, they get their shit together. The Berlin Wall goes down.
Yeah.
They join the rest of the world as, people that
Not
just
communists.
want the betterment of the world.
Right.
And people respect Germany now.
Okay.
So
Okay. And so just like that,
as of right now, I don't respect this idea of what
But-
they're saying.
So
if
who
the
are you
wall
here?
comes down, then you might.
Who am I?
Yeah. Can I
I'm
just
on the
say?
right side of history here. That's who I am.
Well, I'm just saying. There's like if we're Germany, are you calling me and Jake?
Yeah, we're Germany here.
Yeah, you're
We're-
Germany there.
So we're Germany,
Yeah.
and who are you?
I guess Criken and I are America right now.
We're going to
Okay.
take your love of this fictional, team
We're gonna
out
beat
of
it
you.
out of you.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're gonna come
You're gonna
over
realize
to the
we're
light.
right.
Yeah, you're gonna realize we're right.
And then we'll grow together.
Eventually, over years, many years, we find some common ground.
And we can revisit it once we're all feeling better. And
Once we're all feeling better, exactly. That's what is trying to be said, and
I think it's pretty clear. Yeah,
I think Criken understands. It's a perfectly, beautifully clear thing that is being said here. Thank you, Criken. You understand perfectly.
I got you.
You think amazingly, Kevin. I just got to give it to you.
You think I think that?
It's incredible.
Think I think like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Criken. How do you think I think?
I think you think through a lot of hoops, but then given enough time to cook, those hoops become beautiful onion rings.
Ooh, okay, that was elegant. I like the way you said that.
Yeah.
Can you believe I was bullied as a kid?
Yeah.
If you were trying to explain this as someone was about to like beat your face and you're like trying to paint them a picture and have them along your side. Bullies aren't traditionally really patient at letting someone get to the point.
What if they were? What a beautiful world that would be.
I think it would look a lot more like post-wall Berlin if people let everyone kind of think through what they're saying and express themselves fully before jumping to conclusions.
What a beautiful analogy. Thank you.
It's your analogy. I'm just borrowing it.
You're doing him unnecessary favors.
I think most people enjoyed that analogy for sure.
Yeah.
I just realized that people will eventually be listening to this.
Yes, they will. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you guys are 1940s allies, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
me and Jake, the ones with
state, yes, given
You're
a
the
couple
Axis
years.
powers in this circumstance.
me and Jake, the ones with the most Jewish roots in this call, are the Axis powers.
I'm pretty sure that's how
Your
Germany started.
analogy.
No.
Are you saying
There's like a very rich heritage of there's a very rich heritage.
The problem with this analogy is it doesn't go far enough back. We need to, we need to make it more
we need to take a deep dive into this, and then you guys will really understand what's being said.
It lacks complexity right now.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. You're just not letting it get there.
It lacks complexity is what we say.
I know we had a whole conversation about this, Jim. How do you have Jewish roots? Through what side?
Do you have Jewish roots?
Through my mother's side, which is like the one that solidifies you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Jake, you're very quick to answer that. That's cool. Like,
he knows.
Like an expert in the topic.
I was quick to answer what? I didn't say anything yet.
Yeah, you said
with
yes.
regards to that question.
You said yes.
Yeah, I was just agreeing because it's confirming.
You said the mother's side is
Yeah. So just I know,
which is the side that confirms that.
I liked how like you. I feel like you were an expert in that moment. I was like, able to really, relate.
I mean, thank you, dude. I mean, I feel like my reaction time was fairly average in response to Jim saying that, but I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We gotta start noticing.
It's also my mother's side for me.
Yeah. So thank you for setting us up in this position very much. So Kev, we're going to check back in with you next week to see how interested you are after thinking about
like the sand and the rock.
We're going to start.
Thank you. Yeah, someone was listening.
Thank God. But I don't want to have Criken listen to this anymore after 2 hours of this. I wouldn't mind, but I know he's got stuff to do. There's no way.
So if you were last question, if you were to make any sort of movie, what would it be and why?
Very normal question for you, Kev. I know. Wow, this is different.
I can make it more fucked up.
No, it's good.
Okay, life or death. Do you have to make a movie or why? What about RuneScape the movie? This is RuneScape podcast after all. Which you don't care. You don't care about that. You don't have to pretend like you like it. No, I like it. Let's talk about RuneScape movie, but it's not what you think. It's It's the story of a kid that has to scam to make enough money to feed his family. I feel like that movie's been made so many times over and over.
It's called Venezuela the movie.
Venezuela the movie for now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, sorry, I guess I have a redundant answer then.
No. Your answer is very good. I don't know why.
Yeah. We'll set this in New York City.
Yes.
New York City.
It'll be set there. 1940.
Yeah.
And he's bringing his little laptop with him on the subway, and he's doing hacks, and then he goes under a tunnel.
Yeah. When was the computer made?
In the 70s.
In the 70s. Let's bring it back to there's a period piece in the 70s.
It was an early computer in the 40s, actually. Fortunately,
there?
You're gonna get
get out of the 40s, Jake.
You're gonna get massive. You're gonna get a massive influx of viewership from this podcast. I think we get 20 views of video. So
no way.
What do you want to promote?
I stream most days of the week over at Twitch TV/Criken. And then my YouTube channel is Criken 2, where we put like highlight reels of the streams. And I don't know. I don't really have a big project reveal or anything in the immediate future, but there's a few things I'm working on that I'm excited for. So I don't know. Thanks for having me on in general, and nice to chat and catch up. I'm sorry we didn't talk about RuneScape a whole lot, but
we did.
No, we talked about it more today than we have.
Way more than normal.
Yeah, a lot more than we normally do.
Yeah, a lot
good
more.
Work. Good work on that.
Of us.
If you think any podcast out of the 4 would have to win,
even if it's going to be hard to say this one.
So there you go.
There you have it.
And by the time this is uploaded, you can't even vote anymore. So can't even sway any opinions. But somehow I didn't even expect us to be nominated. So thank you. And it's all thanks to Criken. So thank you, Criken, for getting us there. Thank you so much.
for doing that.
Anytime,
Criken. I'm clapping right now.
All right.
Me too in my mind.
All right. Get out, everyone.
Everyone else, get out. Stop listening through the walls. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye everyone.